What's up, guys? So there's this new movie coming out called They Reach, and I basically saw the trailer for it a couple of days ago, but it's not really fresh in my mind anymore, and I wasn't really able to really watch it and enjoy the full experience. So I'm gonna rewatch it in this video and basically give you guys my thoughts and my opinions on the movie. Before I do that, I did want to go ahead and check out a few small things about the movie more in depth, because I don't know how it's going to be really released. It's probably obviously going to be released like online or maybe somewhere to purchase, or it's going to be on streaming services or something like that. But I think it's more so interesting to look at the director and the people that are really behind this, because it seems like it is a director who is on the come up, and it seems like this is probably his really biggest feature film that he's done. So his name is Silas Dahl, or Silas Dow, I don't really know how to pronounce it, but it says here that he was born in Washington in 1986, and at a young age he directed his first film with his parents' VHS recorder titled Book of the Dead, and has been obsessed with horror and sci-fi films ever since, winning awards for short films, consulting on feature productions, and directing his first feature. So it sort of sounds similar to me. I mean, he's obsessed with horror and sci-fi films, and he's somebody who's aspiring to be a director, pursuing directing, which is pretty much what I'm trying to do. Sounds like this guy is older than me, obviously, born in 86. I was not born in 86. 2000s, gang. I like seeing where these directors have come from and like what their stories are and what they did, because like I said, this movie that he's making, They Reach, it's a small movie that barely anybody really knows about. Pretty interesting to really read in to it and see where the director, where he's coming from, how he got to this point, and what he's trying to do with it. So this movie is about a young girl in 1979 who stumbles upon a possessed tape player. She unknowingly unleashes a demonic entity that haunts her family while slowly dragging the small town of Clarkston to hell. So all of this, in my opinion, just contains the perfect sort of recipe, I guess, for a movie or for what I can tell he's trying to go for, which is a movie with a horror movie with a small town, kids who are in the plot. Even the poster. This poster is amazing, by the way. First you hear them, then you see them, then They Reach. I love looking into stuff like this so much, because this is literally, these are the type of movies that I want to make, and to see it from somebody who's basically, it's the same thing for them, but they're a little bit further ahead than you. They're older than you, and they're already at that step that you're currently trying to get to, where they're making sort of the feature films, but they're still amateur, and they're eventually trying to get into like the actual business. That is it's so cool just seeing the people who are older than me doing this. So yeah, this movie, it's labeled as adventure and horror, and the main actress, I already clicked into her page, Mary Madeline Rowe. This is basically, it looks like her first feature film, as they're saying it right here in her bio. She's 14 years old, and she's been in a couple of other things, but this is really the biggest thing she's done. It seems like she's going to be in some upcoming projects that are sort of like horror as well. And so yeah, this really is interesting. So I found another page right here about the movie, and it gives like the whole rundown, the whole plot of it, and we'll basically see that in the trailer already. But it looks like you can go to see this somewhere. I mean, because they have general admission tickets. Oh yeah, it looks like it's going to be at a Comic-Con in Seattle. Okay, this was older. All right, this was from June, so they probably ran it through those Comic-Cons, or ran it through this film fest, I guess, in Seattle. So it seems like it's already premiered, and now it's going to be its own release, or its own thing. So the trailer, what's really interesting about the trailer is that it came out 2 days ago, so it's only been a couple of days. On this one channel, usually I've noticed it promotes like smaller movies like this that are feature films, but they're not like coming out in theaters or anything like that. Most of the time, that's what this channel uploads. And it's pretty cool how it's already gotten 70,000 views, and it seems like it's doing pretty well in terms of it seems like it's doing just as well as it could be right now. So yeah, let's go ahead and check out the trailer, and then I'll just give my thoughts on it. But just wanted to really give the rundown first on where this movie is, where it came from, and what exactly it is. But I'll go ahead and play the trailer now. You can already always tell with the bikes what they're going for. This whole 80s aesthetic.
I found some cool stuff.
Why are you into that? Most girls collect dolls.
Dad, I'm 13.
When your mom was your age, she was learning recipes and sewing.
I'm not a girl. I'm a nerd.
I like how they have the Corvette there. I'm not really sure if that's supposed to be a Bumblebee Easter egg thing or anything, but like the whole aesthetic that they're already painting in this trailer, or basically the movie in general, definitely, like, you can tell the director Silas, he really likes these types of movies, these 80s based horror movies with sci-fi aspects and just themes like Super 8. I love these types of movies, and it's basically the same thing that I'm trying to do.
The potato light idea. It's like classic science fair. Maybe we need to step it up a notch. I mean, if we are going for grand champs...
Don't stress it. I'm already on it.
Wow.
We're making the Death Star.
Yeah. You weren't kidding.
Watch this. How do we kill it?
You can't.
Is this thing ever gonna stop?
It won't stop. It's building power.
That shot was just perfect in terms of like this theme, this aesthetic that they're trying to go for. I really like that.
Pure light, organic light, light of Mother Earth. This repels the evil. We need to leave now.
Wow. Yeah, so when I first watched the trailer, I remember that I found it a little bit, you know, all over the place, and it was kind of like not that well organized. But now after watching it again, and just like having done the research on the movie and everything, I think this is one that's pretty interesting. It was definitely interesting to me before, but in terms of like the way that they painted the trailer, I think that, you know, it wasn't the best trailer of all time, but I think there's pretty much everything that they put in it is interesting and is captivating enough. Those jump scares were pretty good. A lot of the creepy stuff that they're trying to, you know, throw at you, even with the low budget, it's very good. And that's really what matters in these films when you are, you know, sort of like trying to make these smaller films and you don't have much to work with, is doing the best of what you've got and what you have. But I really am looking forward to this movie. I'm anticipating it. However I can access it when it does come out, I will be looking to watch it just so I can myself gain some techniques and some tactics and just anything I can about it, and to enjoy it in general. So yeah, this movie looks like it's going to be pretty good, a pretty entertaining small horror movie, but the fact that it's based in the 80s also gives it sort of that, you know, that feel that a lot of people love, especially me. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Once again, They Reach, directed by Silas Dole, and I'm not exactly sure when it's slated to come out, but that trailer was released literally a few days ago, so they obviously have intentions of releasing it pretty soon, hopefully by the end of the year. So yeah, They Reach, once again, I love this poster. This poster is great. I'll try to make a video on it if I end up watching the movie. Maybe I'll do a review. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this vid. If you did, make sure to drop a like. Subscribe for more vids like this about TV shows, movies, horror, sci-fi, and also some of my own film stuff. I make a lot of edits, and I'm also a student director and writer myself, so I have my own short films and feature films that I've got working on. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one.